I'm Misbah Sheikh from New Alger Institute of Engineering Technology, presenting with the digital fundamental lectures. In this lecture, I'm going to cover introduction about the analog and the digital signal, as well as the system based on this analog and the digital signal, followed by the logic gates and the examples on it. Now, what is the signal? If we want to pass some information, we need a signal, and we are having a two type of signal. One is digital signal and the analog signal. Now this analog signal, for these analog signals, if I am having a time t versus voltage v, here I am providing a value 0 and 0 to 5. So some particular time it is having value 1, some another time it is value having a 2.5, some particular time it is having 4.009. So it takes all the possibility including 0 and 5. So it represents the continuous timing signal, as opposed to this. Now digital signal play with this finite range of the data. Suppose we are having only two values, that is 0 and 1 for the binary signal. So in this case, for some time t1 it is having value 1, another time it is having value 0, or again another time it is having value 1, so on. So it process two values, that is 0 and 1. So based on that, we are having a two types of system. One is analog system and the another one is digital system. Now analog system that process analog signal, and the example of this analog system could be reading from these light sensors, audio microphone, speedometer, etc. And this, as opposed to this digital signal that works with the digital signal, that means this digital system process this digital signal, and the example of this digital system is most popular, that is our digital computer. Another example could be a digital watch, etc. Now what are the advantage of this digital system? As we all know, this digital system work with the 0 and 1. Here 0 that means low and 1 that means high. As it is having only two possibilities, so the design of circuit using this digital system becomes very much easy, as well as information storage becomes very much easy. Accuracy and the precision with the finite range values becomes very flawless, as well as the design as well as digital circuits are less affected by the noise. So as digital circuits are less affected by a noise, so nowadays digital system becomes popular. And apart from this, if you want to pass some analog information, it is converted into the digital one, and then we can get back this digital to analog system. But everything has some limitation. This is also the case with the digital system. And now this only our whole real world is mainly based on the analog. Now let's talk about what is digital circuit. Digital circuits are nothing but a collection of the devices that perform some logical operation. Now who perform this logical operation for these digital circuits? Our logic gates. These are the main building blocks of any digital circuits. So using these gates, we can perform or we can design any complex digital logic circuit that we will see one by one. Having these three categories. One is basic logic gate, in which we are having a NOT gate, AND gate, and OR gate. For the universal logic gate, we are having NAND gate, NOR gate, and for the other, that is special purpose logic gates, that we are having XOR and XNOR gate. Now we will see one by one. So the first of all, this NOT is a very basic logic gate. It is having only one input, as you can see, and it returns one output. If you apply value of input is 1, it returns output 0. If we apply 0, it returns output 1. So it is basically works as an inverter, and it has only one input, either 0 or 1, and it inverts to I1 to 0. Now let us look at the truth table for the same. Now you can see here, if we apply 0, it returns 1, 1, it gives us 0. So the Boolean expression is a complement. So the output of this inverter, that is a NOT gate, is always complement of your given input. Now the next is AND gate. AND gate takes a 2 input and returns 1 output. If we apply 1, 0, it returns 0. If we apply 0, 1, it returns 0. If we apply 1, 1, then only it returns output 1, that is our high output high. If both also 0, it returns 0, that is a low. So here is the truth table. Now we all know if n is equal to 2 input, we are having 2 raised to 2, that is 4 possibilities. How we write it? 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So first of all, we write 2 zeros and 2 1. Now if 2 divided by 2, we can left with 1. So 1 0, 1 0 and 1. So 0 0, that is 0, 0 1 0, 1 0 0 and 1 1 1. So simply the equation becomes x is equal to a dot b and returns. And now notice that it returns output high only when both the inputs are high, that is 1. If both the input is 1 1 only, it returns output 1. Now the next, now we'll see the example for the 3 input one. Now for the 3 input, we are having 8 combination. First we divided by 2, we get 4. For the first column, we write 4 ones, 4 zeros and 4 ones. If we divide, again divide this with 2, we left with the 2. So we have to write 2 0, 2 1, 2 0, 2 1. We left with the 2, we have to divide with the 2 and we left with 1. So 1 0 1, 0 1, 0 1 and 0 1. So as we all know, if all of the inputs are 1, then only it returns output 1 and the remaining are 0. So this shows the 3 input AND gate. Now OR gate. Here OR gate, either is of the output is 1, it returns output, either of the input is 1, it returns output 1. So here if 1 0, it is returning output is 1. If 1 1, it returns output 1. One one returns the output 1. Now if 0 1 also, it returns output 1. So what it shows that if either of the input is 1, it returns output 1. Now look at the truth table for it. Here 1 returning 1 1 1 1 1. So the Boolean expression becomes x is equal to a plus b. Now let's talk about the universal gate. Universal gate is nothing but using these two gates, NAND and NOR, we can form any logic, we can solve any Boolean expressions. And with these two universal gate, we can have any of the basic gates. As we seen, any of the basic gate, that is AND gate, NOT gate and the OR gate. We can have any of these basic gate using this NAND and NOR gate. First, we will see an AND gate. Now, as you can see from the figure, NAND is nothing but this is our AND gate plus NOT gate. So it becomes our NAND gate. So what we will do, first we will have NAND gate output, and if we invert it, we get the output for the AND. First we have the AND gate output. If we invert our AND gate output, we get the output for the NAND gate. Here 0 0 0 1, and if we invert it, we get the output for the NAND gate. Now what about the NOR gate? NOR gate is also a simple NOR, no, or plus NOT. That becomes our NOR gate. Now let us see here in logic circuit. here our OR gate. If we add some inverter to it, it becomes our NOR gate. Okay, so this is our OR gate, this is our NOT gate, and this becomes our NOR. So this NOR is nothing but a NOT OR gate. So first we have to find A plus B, that is 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1. And if we invert these, we get this output. As you can see, it is the invert of our OR gate. Now, what about this exclusive OR gate? Sometimes, now first of all, XOR is a short way of exclusive OR. Now, how we can go for the output as 1? Now, this is the symbol for the XOR gate. If both the inputs are same, it returns 0. Now, 0, 0, it returns 0. 1, 1, it returns 0. If inputs are different, it returns 1. Similarly, here you can say 1, 0. Now, if we apply 0, 1, it returns output 1. So, it is basically a nothing but a odd ones detector. Now, here in the truth table, here number of ones odd, so it output is 1. Number of ones are on odd, so output is 1. So both the input are same, that is 0. Here number of ones even, so it returns 0. Now the Boolean expression for the same is y is equal to A XOR B. Now the next is XNOR gate. Similarly, so XNOR is a complement of our XOR gate. If XOR is odd ones detector, 3 input XOR gate, how we will go for it? A, B and C, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 0, 1. As we all know, this is the odd number of ones detector. So our output would be here 0, here 1, here 1, here 0, here 1, 0, 0 and 1. So have any number of the input. We can have 4 input XOR gate, but we have to count only number of ones in as odd.